104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. Every Tuesday right around 4 o'clock, Chris Onorato is nice enough to come and hang out with us from, of course, you hear him on Big Board Sports 10 to noon and on News Channel 13. For Section Tuesday, I think the biggest story that's broke so far on the show today, Chris, is that our little Ghazi Bear, got down on. Did you get down on one knee? Did you do it all right?
I did the whole thing. Yeah.
All grown up.
He's proposed.
Yeah, man. I saw he broke the news on Twitter. I texted him. I'm a texter. I don't like to wish people happy birthdays on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that. If I have your number, I'm gonna text you. If I don't have your number, you're probably not gonna hear from me. But I did. I texted Gaz and I said something like, "I heard you beat Wojnarowski to the big news. Congratulations, man." That was cool.
Yeah, so he's our little Ghazi Bear, like you said, all grown up, proposed, he's getting married.
Yeah, we told the story a little bit earlier in the show, but Chris, do you have any questions?
Well, yeah,
for me?
were there any nerves going in? Like, Jordan may not say yes.
No, thank goodness. I had a feeling she was going to say yes.
Okay.
The nerves are about keeping it a secret and not screwing up the proposal, because we've dated for so long. I've told people that, like, when you date someone for so long, they're like, oh, it gets easier. Like, they know they're going to say yes. Like, no, that's not the case. Like, you've dated for so long, you can't screw up this part. You know what I mean?
Well, have you guys had conversations like, when we're married and stuff like that?
She likes doing that more than I do.
You're going to have a lot of those conversations now.
Yeah. And speaking about the conversations, Levack, I didn't tell you this earlier, so I did it at like 11:30 midnight. So remember, I'm out there with all my buddies, all of her friends. We have all grown up together.
You've been drinking all day.
Boy.
And it's midnight, and you're getting a call from your parents on a Thursday night at midnight. Now, if you're a parent, you think, okay. And my dad picks up the phone. And he's like, okay, like he's arrested,
right,
or someone's
died.
What
happened?
And my mom's the same way. When I talk to her, she's like, all right, something bad happened. And then Jordan's parents didn't answer. So, like, we waited till the next day not to freak anybody else out, but when she's calling, they're still not answering. So I'm calling all my buddies, and I called Levack before it goes on social media. So, Levack, you knew before Jordan's parents knew.
And rightfully so. But more important.
But her parents knew you were proposing.
No.
You didn't ask permission?
No.
You didn't
What?
go old school?
I did not go old school. That's
So
a
what
whole
did Dad
different thing.
say?
I haven't talked to Dad yet.
Okay. This is why he didn't ask
This is
permission,
real. This
because
is
he wasn't
real.
going to get a yes.
Yeah, was Dad going to say no?
Dad was going to say yes. I've known him since I was like 9 years old. He used to coach Little League and stuff.
But
so
he
I've
had
known him
no
forever.
idea you were about to
I
propose.
couldn't, man. He's a horrible secret, like,
Keeper.
Yes, it would have been blown up, and the whole thing would have been blown up. That's the reason.
Does
why,
he know
truly.
that? Is he like? Will he accept that fact?
Yeah,
Or is it going to be?
I hope so.
Is it going to be
It's just
really
going to be
awkward?
news to him
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
I think there's a big enough hint. We've dated long enough that was going to go down.
All
So
right.
I asked the older brother. The older brother was the one who knew, because I
shocked.
trusted him before.
Now, in
Dad.
the ring buying process, did you have any advice along the way? I'm guessing you had some kind of idea of what Jordan might want in a cut and a clarity, but did you have like a close friend of hers, or obviously not her mom?
A consigliere.
The answer to that again is also no. And I got very lucky, because she actually told me like a few hours later, she's like, how did you know I wanted an oval? I'm like, yes, all right. Nailed that part. So I actually got lucky with that too, that she actually genuinely liked the ring. I just had known her so long, and
Man. All right, well, it's Section Tuesday.
Yes, Section Tuesday.
Everyone's shocked you scored. What else is going on?
I have a question for Chris about,
we want to talk a
a lot of time and effort goes into it, and UAlbany football camp is now underway. It's a week earlier than usual because there used to be double sessions. What do you make of this? Is it better for the week? Would players rather do double sessions? Where do you take on that?
Well, you're the one who played college football.
Give it at Hobart.
Listen, I think if I'm a player, I understand it's another week, but aren't these guys dying to get out there and actually practice instead of the off-season unofficial workout garbage? Like, so I'd rather do the extra week as opposed to doubles, man. Doubles have got to be brutal.
They're definitely brutal. For us in media, it's great because we get a full week coverage more of camp than we
that's
would
true.
rather have.
I was there yesterday. Let me tell you something. I don't know why I'm always surprised at this. It was a beautiful day. Get out of the car. Oh, this is a great day to be at football practice. It was probably about 80 degrees. You literally, the moment you step onto that turf, it's 15 degrees hotter.
Oh,
and I'm not in any kind of pads, no helmet. I mean, it was hot, man. It was hot.
what were some of your takeaways from practice as you got to see UAlbany go at it?
Elijah Token-Hanks, who's probably the best running back in the CAA, is healthy. I mean, he is full bore, ready to go. He was cleared in June physically. He said mentally he cleared that hurdle already as well when I talked to him after practice. He's ready to go, man. And as you guys know, with any kind of injury like that where you have to trust a ligament again, especially cutting as much as a running back would, the mental aspect is probably the biggest hurdle. He's ready to roll. Will Brunson, no one will probably say it officially. He's the starting quarterback unless he loses the job here in camp. Nevin Sussman will play a little bit. They'll have some packages for him, but Brunson's certainly the guy here at the jump. The wide receivers are as talented as they've been in Greg Gattuso's era here at UAlbany. This is year number 4 for Gattuso. The O-line is young. It's entirely rebuilt for the most part. So you're talking about maybe the best running back, but a very unproven quarterback and a very unproven offensive line. We'll see what they're able to do offensively. That defense, though, is stacked and ready to go as well, despite losing their top tackler and best player last year, Michael Nicastro.
It may be the question we asked throughout August and maybe throughout the entire fall. What are now the expectations? It's the team last year that should have been it. It's playoffs, okay.
Absolutely. Playoffs. I mean, they were 7-4 last year. Greg Gattuso was very verbal about the idea he thought that team deserved to be a playoff team last year. They had some games in front of them that had they won more of them, they would have gotten in, and the triple overtime loss, I'm sure to many fans, stands out against Richmond here at home. So it's playoffs, man. You cannot, and I know this is probably a 5, 6, 7 year kind of thing, but you don't want to be going into year 7 of this program build from the NEC to the CAA having not yet reached the postseason. So I think they will not be happy or satisfied if they do not make the playoffs this year.
Chris Onorato with us right now, 104.5 The Team, talking a little UAlbany athletics. Any truth to the rumor I just started that if they don't make the playoffs, Gattuso loses the Gattuso mobile and has to walk around campus?
Interesting. That right, like that could be a clause in the contract somewhere.
He loses the golf cart if he doesn't make the playoffs.
Option of the golf cart. And you have to make the playoffs. Boy, wouldn't that be something? That would be tough on him. He was cruising around in that thing a little bit yesterday. Yeah. Today was media day. No practice today, but media day, which is always fun. They stand out there and take their pictures and stuff. And a lot of these guys last year tried to take a page out of the lacrosse team's book, which is a bad idea.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like when you're in college, you do a lot of stupid things. But why is it a good idea to try to look as bad as possible in a picture?
Well, I think. Look,
just because you want to be on Barstool?
That's exactly it. That's the answer. That's the answer.
It's Barstool,
but now you're all over the internet looking like an idiot.
But then it's lowered expectations for anyone who sees you in real life. So the next time
when they see you look really good.
Wow, what happened to you?
Right, you look really good.
You want to swipe right? What's up? How you doing? Like it just lowers expectations and it allows you to exceed whatever everybody wants from you.
Nobody at practice yesterday jumped out at me as going for that look. So I think this year's team is maybe a little different.
Anything else? What's going on? What are you covering?
Jeff Hoffman starts tonight for the Rockies. Going to pitch against the Mets. He's had 2 really tough outings. He was 6-1 going into those. He's had two really tough outings. He's now 6-3. Pitches tonight. 8:40 start here Eastern in Colorado against Steven Matz and the Mets. And I don't know, man. I mean, look, how do you ignore? I know this isn't Section 2. How do you ignore what's going on, though, in the big leagues? I'm fired up for the Major League postseason. It's going to be as good as it gets. We have legit super teams in baseball. So it's going to be a really fun postseason.
And you can listen to one of them right here on 104.5 The Team, your home for New York Yankees baseball. The Golden State Warriors, if you will.
Yes. So Boston people think, yeah.
Oh, man. It's Boston and Vegas. I think the Yankees are 4th best odds to win the World Series now. And then I was watching one of the I can't think of it. One of the stat nerds from ESPN, the mothership. He ran 5,000 simulations, and the Yankees made the playoffs in 98% of them.
Dave Schoenfeld wrote something this morning. I don't know if it was him or not, but he did something as well, playoff odds kind of thing. It may not have been that
anybody
many.
who's been in first place at August 1st.
Yeah.
12 of the last 21 World Series champions were in first place in the division at this point. I just pointing out some stuff, some things. I think it was like over 90% of the teams that were in first place make the playoffs, whether it's be the wild card since '96. Not that I've been watching. Not that I'm. Not
you don't want to be in that
fired up.
wild card game, though.
No, not with the team you've built now.
It seems like teams that end up in that one game wild card playoff get some bad breaks somehow. Those games are. I don't really like the one game playoff. It's fun from a fan perspective, but if my team is in it, I don't love it because it just feels like you get a bad break and that ends your season right there.
I was trying this place I rarely go to. I think it's called Hooters last night, and the Red Sox won. So all the Red Sox fans were like, yeah, we're in first. I'm like, you're tied. Right. And please wait an inning. Oh, look, you're not in first anymore. It's been the best. Like at August 1st to go scoreboard is so much fun. Nothing else?
No, that's it. I'm good.
You don't want to talk about the Orioles?
No, I don't. That's why I wanted the interview to end right there. I'm very good right now.
We got to keep Zach Britton and not use him.
Yeah, that's fine.
We don't talk about the Braves?
And Machado will be gone soon.
Yeah, he'll probably be the Braves' third baseman.
Yeah, right. They can't spend that kind of money. Atlanta's been disappointing in the last 2 weeks or so, and they couldn't move anybody at the deadline, which to me was a little strange. Dansby Swanson's in AAA. I'm kind of in Gaza's corner over here.
Well, we got Jaime Garcia. He was a Brave at one point.
He was. That's true.
So we'll welcome you. Come to the Empire. We'll welcome you.
I'm good.
Come on, Chris.
Good.
Do it for the team.
I lost too many World Series to the Yankees in the 90s.
Well, that's a lot of people could say that. I'm just gonna gloat.
How did we get here?
I'm just gonna gloat while I can.
How did we get here?
I thought that Gaz had the amazing life-changing moment over the last week, and me, I'm the one celebrating.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, you got Sonny Gray.
Sonny Gray. I might propose to Sonny Gray. Sure. I don't know. Call our friends over at Lily and David. This could happen. Chris, thank you for putting up with this. Well, hey, wait. We're gonna see you Giants camp. We're going to Thursday.
Thursday will be Giants camp. Yep.
All right, so you're going to be out there before us. We're going to steal whatever interviews you do and claim them as our own.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks, brother.